Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today I am taking along as I make my supper today. So come along. First off, we are starting with mashed potatoes. I try to make them the same size as each other. That way they all get done cooking at about the same time. My potatoes are finished. I like to stick my beaters in before I stick the potatoes in. That way it don't get stuck on the way in. So what I do is beat my potatoes while they're hot. That's when they're the softest. My potatoes are now mashed. I am ready for the filling part of the potatoes, which is going to be sour cream. I use plain yogurt and 6 ounces of cream cheese along with salt, pepper, onion powder, and a little bit of butter. So I'm going to add all of them to this dish, mix them up a little bit just to get them combined, and then I'm going to throw them all together into my mixing bowl. So if you want, you can soften your cream cheese a little bit. I forgot to take mine out of the refrigerator, but I'm going to bake it anyway, so it's going to be fine. For some reason with this yogurt, it always likes to separate, but it's still good. A little salt, and then 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter, a little bit of onion powder, and then black pepper. Mix everything together just a little bit. That's what your cream cheese mixture is going to look like. And now we're going to throw it into our mashed potatoes and beat them up for a good long while till they're nice and smooth. The potatoes are finished, so I'm going to oil this pan and get them dumped in here so that they can get in the refrigerator for a while. So you could probably do this with butter, but my butter is in the refrigerator and it's hard. So I'm just going to use some oil. Hopefully that'll work. Hopefully they won't stick. But yeah, just make sure they're all greased up, because I'll be stirring them every so often while they're baking, and you don't want anything to stick. And it has cream cheese in too, so yeah, just make sure you have them. Now let's transfer our potatoes over to here. They smell so good. I love it when they get creamy like this. That's the reason I like to beat them when they're so hot, is because for me, I found that if I wait till they cool off, they get very lumpy. But so that's why I just go ahead and beat them right out of the pan when they're done cooking. Here's your mashed potatoes. This is just for design. Next, we want to add just a little bit of cilantro. You can do parsley or chives, whatever is your preference. And this is our mashed potatoes. No kidding.
I put some in.
I did put some in. There's that's for supper. So now I'm going to let this cool off in my back room, and then once it's totally cooled down, I'm going to put tinfoil over it and put it in my fridge. And then once we're ready to eat it, I can just pull it out of the refrigerator and pop it right into the oven. That's the nice thing about these potatoes, is they can be made a day or two ahead. You can freeze them, and they're so simple. They don't take very much time, but they are so tasty. Trust me, they are tasty. I'm going to be using this meat that we got. Comes from our own deer meat. If you don't know, my husband's a butcher. Anyway, he got a little He got a little buck this year, and we just got the meat back, so I'm having so much fun using it here in the kitchen. So this is what I'm gonna be using for my meatloaf. Lindsay's with me in the kitchen. She's drinking her cereal. Two small packs of Ritz crackers or any kind of your favorite crackers. A little oregano. Then some onion. I put in extra, of course. Pepper. 1 egg. And then salt. About a teaspoon of salt. I'm also going to add my own. I'm going to do a little seasoned salt. A little onion powder. I would use garlic powder instead, but I don't have garlic powder right now. And then a little tomato sauce. I'm going to use some pasta garlic sauce. And then you're supposed to spread it out on a casserole dish. Spread it all flat. And then add tomato sauce on top. I'm doing pizza sauce. Children? And then a little bit of mozzarella cheese. Just spread it on top. Okay, I never did anything like this before, so I don't know what it's gonna look like. Hopefully it'll roll up for me. And then you can add a little tomato or pizza sauce to your top here. I'm doing a mix of both. This is the embarrassing thing about making brand new recipes online. I'm required to show you my mistakes, my flops. So the potatoes turned out beautiful. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the potatoes. The corn is fine. It got a little dark on the sides, but that's probably just because I oiled it wrong. I oiled it too far up. Here's the flop. For some reason my meatloaf decided to explode while it was cooking. I am not sure how Pinterest and all those other cookbooks get their meatloaf loaves, meatloaf rolls just nice, just perfect. But I'm going to try this again. If you know what I did wrong, please let me know down in the comments below, because I would love to be able to make a beautiful rolled up meatloaf someday. So I don't know what happened to it. It's embarrassing, but yeah, that's what happens in this kitchen sometimes. Sometimes it's just flops. So here's just a quick look at the supper. These are going to be the children's plates. I still need to get them mashed potatoes. But yeah, this is our supper. It smells good. The meat does smell good. I actually had the thought, maybe I should make meatballs with this instead of trying to roll up meat. But then I was like, oh no, I'm gonna do it. And how it turns out is how it turns out. But thankfully it still smells good. It just looks embarrassing. Everything seems to be something that Lindsay can eat. So I'm just going to smash everything up for her, and I think I'll just feed her. Usually I put her in a high chair, but So this is how I usually do for Lindsay when she's not going to be in her high chair. Now, if she was in her high chair, if we were having more of something that I can chop up in small pieces, then I just chop it up and lay it out on her high chair and she picks it up with her fingers. Okay, I am going to relax now. I had a busy day. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow with a very fun video. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that share button, and yeah, y'all have a good evening.